beware of scammers, guys. Like, surely you guys know, like, the scammers, I'm like, good on ya. Because do you know what they're doing? They're helping everyone fine tune their intuition. They're like, this isn't Hannah. I'm like, damn right it's not. So anyway, beware of scammers. There's a lot of them around. Just block, delete, all of that, because unfortunately I can't do anything about it. They usually, like, they'll create a new account, they'll steal all my photos, all my stuff, and then they'll block me, so I can't do anything about it. Anyway, it's just up to you to just report them, delete, know that they're helping you fine-tune your intuition. At the end of the day, that's what's happening. All right, I got a little bit of time before my next afternoon block of clients. So I decided to do some more psychic readings for you guys because I really liked doing that last night, and I haven't been doing psychic readings for a little while. So here I am. And just sharing this live stream, and I shall be present with you guys. Some big things are coming. Did you see my post? I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hello. Okay, just sharing this one more time. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Cool. Put up your comments. We are good to go. So, hi, hello everybody. Powerful post. Yes, it is. So excited. So excited for what's coming. I'm so excited. Okay. Intuition saves you all the time. Awesome. It should save us. It's always there to save us. It just depends whether we're ready to take the lifeline, the rope, because it's always there. It's up to us to choose it, yeah? Okay. So with the psychic readings, if this is your first time here or you're not sure how I work with the readings, so basically, number one, you need to stay live to receive your reading. You can't say yes, please, and I choose you, and then you disappear, and you've missed the reading, if that makes sense. So, number one, you have to stay live. Number two, I definitely won't be able to get to every single person on this live stream. So if you listen carefully to the people that I do choose, there'll always be a message for you. And then anytime you catch my psychic reading replays, or go to the psychic reading page on my website where all my replays are listed for my psychic readings, you can use it like an oracle. So if you need like, Hannah help, and I'm not available, then you can like go to the page on my website, come to my Facebook page. You can ask the question in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, in your energy. You can ask the question, scroll down the page randomly, press play, toggle the little thing across, and then listen to the message. Yeah, so it's always available to you there. They thought it sounds fire. Yep. All right. So for the live readings right now, what I will get you guys to do is say yes, please. And if you can just type in yes, please in the comments. So I've got a list of yes, pleases, and then I go through and intuitively choose which person to read. Okay. I am glowing. Yes, I've shifted through something major. It was huge. Dog attack combined with like my whole life, basically. I feel like I've been reborn. No joke. Yeah. Okay, awesome for these yes pleases coming up. Just give it another moment and then I will scan through. Funny enough of what I was just talking about. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, so Karen Clark. So first of all, Karen, as I was shuffling before, I forgot to turn the camera around. Let's see if I can do it while I'm live. Yay. Yay, it worked. Okay. So Karen, father, husband, brother, son. Like I said, it was interesting that this came out just as I was talking. And okay, so the father, so masculine card, the choose peace card. So this is for Karen and anybody else who resonates. Father, husband, brother, son. Interesting. So masculine, choose peace, and then the meditate card. But you're turning your back to it. Turning your back to it. I don't want to look at it. Interesting. These are the two things that will bring you peace, but all you're focused on is this. I also feel this is about, like I was just talking about my rebirth, but this is like, I want to say the rebirth of yourself, but it's like I want to say a restructuring of your life, but you're also not looking at it. You know what's going to make you better, but you're not looking at it. It's like you're too focused out there. You're too focused in the world. You're too focused on every single other person but yourself. Okay. Spiritual law of attraction. Okay, so when you know what's good for you, but you're ignoring it, and it's like, you know they're here, but you're too out there in the world, focused on everyone else, keeping everyone else busy, looking after everybody else. This spiritual law of attraction will give you more of closed self, and then more of this. And this can come in, I want to say rapidly, via the law of attraction, coming in a way to wake you up that this is actually where you need to focus. The routines and structures that need to change to support you to come into this. The choosing peace happens when we connect. Meditating allows us to connect to our spirit, our soul, to source. Spiritual law of attraction will bring you more of what you're choosing. And by doing this, the choose peace and the meditate, it brings in a space of this. So Karen, I'm wondering if you've been trying to like create a new life, basically. If you're trying to like bring something in, like, or it's almost like you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. And what I mean by that is you're trying too hard on like doing what everyone else wants you to do, and you're not doing enough of what you want to do. Now, these cards obviously represent choosing peace, like the things that make you happy, meditating, connecting to self, connecting to soul, connecting to source. But it's like the trying too hard is you're trying to please everybody else and you're forgetting about yourself. Yeah? So this fertility card feels like it is a, like I want to say there's good things on the horizon, but this is your bridge that's going to get you there. Yeah? Now, the fallout from letting go of everything that's not yours can be really huge. Yeah? Can be really, really huge. And I feel that there's a little bit of a part of you that's holding back from looking at yourself and seeing who you really are. Look what the bottom card of the deck is, I just saw. It's trust. And where does trust originate from? The masculine. So healing and working on this is going to enable you to drop back into trusting yourself and stop being so busy for everyone else and allow yourself to come into you. That takes boundaries, saying no, having trust and sense of self and self-worth to go, you know what? I'm busy today, right? And choosing peace is choosing you. If you're agitated, There's a lack of sleep, a lack of self-care, a lack of saying yes to you and saying yes to everyone else instead, right? And the spiritual law of attraction will only bring you more of that, right? We all know that. Until you decide to choose you. And so the other big message to finish this little bit, to say no is to trust that these people and everyone else, they'll still be there. The washing will still be there, the dishes will still be there, everything will still be there, but you'll be another day older and another day angrier and another day more tired and another day lost because you said no to you. So it's time to say yes to you and fuck everybody else off and trust they'll still be waiting there for you tomorrow. They sure will. Yeah? Time to say yes to you, Karen, and everybody else who resonated with that. Yeah? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Spot on. Yes. Yes, I did decide to do readings again. So there is a lot of scammers about, guys. They'll friendship request you. They'll friend request you. Friendship request you. They'll friend request you. The account will have the same profile photo as me, same photos. If you look at their account, it'll be the same. They'll share all my content, so there's nothing original on their page. If you look closely, you'll see that there's usually grammar issues. There's something that's incorrect about it. If you scan through their profile properly, you'll find that they're from Nigeria or Indonesia or somewhere like that. No offense, guys, but it's usually where they're from. And it's just like reporting them, blocking them, deleting them. I can't do anything about it because they block me, so then I can't do anything about it. What it is doing is it's helping you to fine tune your intuition. You're like, that's not Hannah. And I'm like, yes, that's correct. So yeah, just block and ignore it. It does put me off doing psychic readings. And then someone said to me, they're like, don't let it stop you. And I'm like, yeah, why did I ever forget that? So thanks for sharing that, Aaron, because I was like, yep, that's right. Why would I let it stop me? So here I am today again. Okay, so another round of yes pleases, please. If you can please say yes right now, and I'll go through my list intuitively to pick someone else. So Natalie, is that how you pronounce your name? Yes, I'm still alive right this second. Yes. Yeah, they say they haven't done anything wrong. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Some people do prod them. Sometimes when I get scammers, like from, you know, other people's account and stuff, I'll prod them as well. They'll either like lie through their teeth or they'll get angry with me and block me. And I'm like, told you so. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy they can think they can get away with it. And it's crazy that they sleep at night. And it's crazy that they've got any human moral compass. Okay, some yes pleases. And if you'd like to book a one-on-one psychic reading with me, I'm only have these time slots available until tomorrow night, and then they close. So it'll be last chances to get in for a one-on-one psychic reading with me. You can find the link in the title of this live stream or on my website as well. Okay, so I'm going to go through the list of yes pleases. Okay, so Tracy Walker, and then when I tune in again, Larissa Marie Madison, but Tracy's right next to your name as well. Like you both commented at the same time there. So I'm going to read for both of you because, like I said, Tracy jumped out at me and I tuned in, and Larissa jumped out and I'm like, you guys are right next to each other. There's something in that. Okay. So let's have a look here. And I was called to grab a different deck there. Okay. Well, this isn't interesting. So there's family harmony. Okay. So there's family harmony and be positive. yeah? Both pink, very feminine. We've just talked about the masculine. It's funny with a client this morning. She was talking about all the feminine stuff, and then she's like, I need to be in my feminine energy, or it's toxic masculine energy, or whatever. And I was like, you know what? We can just fuck off both energies and you can just be you. And it was like this incredible shift. And sometimes we can get like tripped up on the labels. Labels are really important for understanding and, for conscious understanding and healing. And then your next step in evolution of consciousness and growth is removing the labels. Yeah, so there's masculine and feminine energies, but then there's like, fuck all the energies off and let's just be you, because you're all of it anyway, right? So anyway, the point is that we just came out of the masculine, yeah, with the father, brother, son card. There was something else in that. And then this is all the pink, very ear chakras, yeah? The ear chakras are the feminine and opening to receive. So family harmony, and then be positive. Now, two cards, like they came out like together, and then these two cards came out together and they fell on the ground. And when I picked them up and put them on the desk, they were upside down in the reading. Now, these are raise your vibration and cleanse your energy, which is an interesting sort of contrast. So there's a block around it, usually if they're upside down, and then this one, family harmony and be positive. So when we look at these cards, it's very interesting, and it's almost like there is a, I want to hear like a mirror reflection, and I want to say like, what is a mirror for you? What are you being triggered by? What are you, what are you disassociating from? What is in front of you that's really uncomfortable that you're then disassociating from, and then doing what? Covered in goosebumps. Where is there a part of you lacking that sense of connection and, I want to say, positivity through the family system or with a particular family member? Or it could be a partner, or but I feel it's like almost like an uncle, brother, sister-in-law, or sister auntie. There's something, with that, and it's almost like there's a wishing or a longing for the positivity, but all you're sort of met with is just constant negativity and are not wanting to be around them because of, like, this is this is raise your vibration and cleanse your energy. So it's almost like there's a drain there, and I wonder if for both of you, I feel like you're almost like the dumping ground for them. And I feel that you've sort of not separated, but created space. And it's just like, and it's almost like you don't know what to do about it in that space. Because the other card that came out is uplift your thoughts, which, is about, so it feels like this situation brings you down a bit because you don't really know what to do. Like, you don't want to separate yourself, but it's like you need to put some healthy boundaries in place, but you're just not sure because they're your family and you love them. And it's just like, what do I do with that? And it feels a little bit stuck, and like this sort of stagnant energy, if you may. And the uplift your thoughts is like, shift yourself out of the depression, basically. Interesting that the laughter card is the bottom card of the deck, and even with this is the yellow, and even with this frangipani upside down is also yellow. And the yellow representing about the solar plexus and taking your power back. And so cleansing your energy is really important for you, is the message I'm getting. So on my website, there's 2 meditation packs at realityawareness.com. So one is the Clear and Activate pack, and in there is the sponge clearing meditation and the internal compass meditation as well. They would be like your best friends right now. So if you don't have them, if you haven't listened to them before, make sure you download it. It's free at realityawareness.com, and you'll see the Clear and Activate pack. When you do that, there's training videos in there, and I explain how to use them, and there's a bit of a, you sort of need to, take half an hour to go through that when you first log in there, because I explain how to use it and then how to best use it in the future. You only need to, once you've gone through that in the beginning, then you can just use the meditations, and they take like less than 5 minutes, some of them. So You know, and you can do them while you're doing the dishes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all about keeping it real and working it in reality, you know, in your busy modern day life. Like, everyone's busy, right? Like, it's important to take time to discipline and meditate and do all that thing, but I make it practical so that you don't have to have an excuse that you can't do it, okay? Cleansing your energy at this time is going to be really important. Now, we can also do that by choosing positive thoughts, listening to positive affirmations, removing ourselves from negative, heavy situations and energies, cleansing the space, cleansing your energy when you've spoken to them, cleansing your energy when you've been in contact or around any people as well. Karen says she found it really useful. Yes, it's very powerful to do, right? And then it's also like sort of coming into space of, you know, where do you need to put boundaries in place? Like, you know, it comes into a point where we can sort of remove ourselves and like spend less time or whatever like that. And if that doesn't feel right, well, then it's also like having a conversation with them, you know, as well. And if that doesn't work, well, then you've done everything you can, so to speak. And then it is, you know, just grieving, I want to say, the loss of the relationship, in a sense that you've woken up to how negative it is and how it affects your life. And now you're choosing you, and that comes with grief. And this does come into like off the last reading, of course, right? Where I said about, you know, like, stop focusing on everyone else and starting to choose you. And then this reading is like, well, actually, you are starting to choose you. Here's the feminine, right? And opening to receive you, and really coming into that space, yeah? So the cleansing energy and raise your vibration cards, it does feel like, you know, you are a drain, you are a scapegoat, you don't have to be anymore. Start to take care of yourself, right? Even though this is yellow, it is sort of orangey on this card as well, which is the sacral chakra, nourishing yourself, looking after yourself, etc. Tracy says yellow is what I connect with my nana. And was your nana like someone special to you, or someone like, not really, because I know some nanas are like the best thing in the world, and some nanas are like, oh, get me out of here. So yeah, curious about that. So Kelly says, yes, spot on for me. Awesome. See, it doesn't have to be directly for you. I know it's always a reading for many people at a time. And then Larissa says, so on point. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, lots of cleansing your energy, and then doing things that make you happy as well. So the yellow and bringing, you know, yourself to light, bringing, you know, doing the things that, you know, make you happy and joy will also help to protect your energy. Yes, when we're happy, when we're taking care of ourselves, when we're doing the things we love, that naturally strengthens our energy, and we are more happier. And then the family stuff or anyone negative doesn't bother us as much, as long as we don't hang around them too much, and as long as we don't buy into their stories as well. Yeah, we can always hold our vibration and be happy and not be affected by other people's energy if we're in a good place of looking after ourselves, like, you know. But if we're low, if we're putting everyone else first instead of ourselves, like, we naturally take on everybody's energy just because we're so disconnected and low from ourselves. So, oh look, the card that fell out as I reshuffled them. Oh, this is so funny. More pink. This is the balanced friendship card. And look at this one. This is you are lovable. This is the self-care love card, like self-love card. So lots of pink there. Not all the cards are pink in this deck. Oh, even though there's a few there, and I just showed you those ones. But that's pretty amazing, right? So you the balanced friendship and the you are lovable. What are the chances? Of course. And I did what is it? I did shuffle, but this one, the laughter's still on the bottom. So important to have fun. Someone you love so much. Yes, yes. So she might be around you. You might already feel that as well. And just, you know, reconnecting with her through memories or things that you love to do can also strengthen that energy for you as well. Pink is your favorite color. Color healing is so powerful. Yeah, have you guys used color healing before? All right, another round of yes pleases. Pop them in. And yeah, if you guys want your one-on-one psychic reading, please book in, because I'm shutting the doors for that tomorrow night to have a one-on-one psychic reading with me. You're so welcome. All right. pleases. Okay, so Sabrina, Sally, and is it Natalie? I'm going to read all three of you at the same time. So Natalie Alexander, Sabrina, and Sally. Natalie, Harmonic Flight is a very balanced card. Sabrina, Endless Opportunities. And Sally, Crystal Keys. Overlying card for you all, heart, coming back to your heart. So when we look at what we've just covered in this live stream so far, masculine, feminine, balanced heart. Interesting, right? So Natalie, Harmonic Flight is very much about the balance, very much about the mirror in your life as well. So very interesting. We spoke about masculine and feminine energy on this live stream. Then here's the balanced Harmonic Flight. I'm pretty sure it's about balance, but let me just double check. Yeah, seeing the divine in the eyes of another. Relationships with deep bonds, karmic connection, clearing illusory projections, life-changing connection, transmuting dissonance, removing heart armor, and being seen. Teamwork as well. So Natalie, can you please let me know if you're in a relationship right now? Sabrina, I feel like you're about to pop into another reality. There's all these butterflies in the bubbles there and endless opportunities. And I feel like be mindful, Sabrina, of like looking for and appreciating the opportunities, like gratitude for the opportunities rather than all the burst bubbles that are on the ground. Like look up and actually see what is available to you, because I feel for you, Sabrina, there's a lot more available to you than you are like not just seeing. I feel like you're seeing it, but you're not seeing it as an opportunity or something like that. And I feel that's really important because there's a part of you that is I'm hearing so loudly. I'm like looking for the card. I'm like, oh no, it is here. Unfurling back into love, right? And this is where it's like looking for and seeing what's in front of you rather than what's being popped on the ground. That's a really strong message for you there, Sabrina. And I just feel like there's so much more in front of you than you're letting yourself receive right now, in a way. Yeah. So Natalie is in a relationship, and can you just let me know if it's been harmonious lately or not? Because I feel there's a bit of like rejection there. So if you can just let me know that. And then Sally, interesting with the crystal keys. This one is really about, like, this card almost reminds me of the Mount Shasta card in this deck, because it is about receiving new upgrades for your what is it? Like for your life purpose, like information and codes and covered in goosebumps as I say this, like it feels like literally like the card, there is bubbles of like information and frequency activations around you. Sally, like, have you done much of that sort of work before, like the frequency activations or light body activations sort of thing? Because I feel like there's a lot of that in your energy field even, but I feel like there's more that's wanting to bust through into your actual being, and it's almost like there's something wanting to come back in. And this is where the heart is like the gatekeeper or the doorway even, and the harmonic flight's coming up for you as well, in a sense of like it's almost like, what are you rejecting in your life that is what you're seeing in your life? Because this really wants to like bust in and bust through and drop into you, and it's just like, it's right there. Like, it's almost like, Sally, stop looking out there because it's right there. Like, I don't know how to describe that any other way than that. So meditating, and I'm also getting for you, Sally, as well, dreams. So your dreams will be really, what's the word? Full of information, potent. Your dreams are really messengers at the moment, and to really do what you can to remember your dreams. Yeah, so get more sleep, get sleep hours before midnight. When you wake up, the first thing you do before you do anything, before you even open your eyes, is like write down all the things you think about or remember from your dream. And even if you don't remember you had a dream, like write stuff down before you open your eyes. Doesn't really make sense, right? Before you open your eyes, write stuff down. No, like literally, like that's the first thing you do. Even if there's no dream, just start writing, because I feel like there's such potent energy that wants to come through for you right now, and it's like taking space for it to drop in and come into your physical. So yeah, so that's for you, Sally. The puzzling, lots of dreams, really puzzling you. Okay, I'm actually going to do a live stream. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow on dream interpretation. So yeah, I'll either do it tomorrow or the next day, because it's been coming up for me to do like an interpretation, dream interpretation. I love doing dream interpretation for people. So yes. Okay, so Natalie, so yes and no. Okay, and it just feels like for you, Natalie, there is a like the projection rejection in front of you guys. Like it's like you're seeing eye to eye, and then you're not. But it's almost like what's triggering is rejection. Like there's some sort of rejection of one another on some level, but it's a clearing out, like, you know, from childhood stuff, even generational stuff as well, like is being sort of triggered, but through you guys, if that makes sense. So it's almost like it's not about you, but it feels and seems like it is, because, you know, that's real in a way. But what it is you, you know, like, so if you were to clear out that karmic ancestral stuff from both, you know, each other's lineage, and if your partner's not into that sort of stuff, then you could just do it, and it's going to help the relationship anyway. But then I'm also hearing about communication, like simple, clear communication. I know it might sound ridiculous because everybody's like, of course we communicate, but then when we really look at it, people actually don't. So something about communication, like clear, concise, communication that's clear and concise. There's something important there with that. Whatever seems the simplest is like really important and life-changing in a way. It feels, do you know what I mean? But it's having the courage to face each other that deeply, in that space to do that. Sometimes it can be really confronting for people, yeah? But it's coming back to the heart, yeah? So yeah, important there. Awesome. Kelly says, I wanted to ask, what is the high frequency ringing in my ears? Always both, very one at a time. Always when I see signs. Yeah, so take what you will from what I'm about to say. For a long time, I always, you know, it always felt right for me for when I'd hear that high frequency like ringing in my ears, I'd always sort of get it on the right side. Just, it sounds like it's coming from just below here. I still do occasionally. Also when I sort of hear signs, or if I'm thinking something, like, and it can be a download, so it is about, you know, being aware of what you were just thinking about, decisions you're making, etc., etc. The other thing about it is, so medical medium Anthony Williams released whatever, I think it stems from the EBV virus, Epstein-Barr virus, and then there's another thing on top of it. And basically, like, that ringing in the ears, like tinnitus more so, is from one of the viruses in the body, and it's so common for people. So yes, it can be from an angelic, intuitive download. And then it's like the fine tuning and fine lining about how healthy is my body, whereabouts am I with my health, to how sort of, what's the word? Like, you know, do you need to do a detox, right? Do you need to do a detox? Do you need to research his, like if you type in tinnitus medical medium, I'm sure something will come up with that and what he talks about, and it just resonated with me, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So I have been doing like the virus killing stuff with his healing protocols. I find that it does make a difference. So it's kind of interesting because a lot of his stuff is blowing a lot of the spiritual and health stuff out of the fucking water, and I really resonate with him. It's just like, well, that makes total sense, and let's put a whole like, and I feel like a lot of people are triggered by his stuff, especially people in the spiritual community, because what it is doing is basically obliterating everything that they've been taught through the spiritual world, through spiritual communities, that has actually made them safe and giving them something to, you know, cling on to and heal to, but they're actually not getting better. And so when they hear medical medium stuff, there is a lot of people who have a lot of resistance, or it takes them years to get into it. Definitely was me. Just wasn't interested in it. And then once I learned, like, felt called to like learning about it, I was just like, well, this makes total sense. And no wonder I wasn't ready for it a couple of years ago, right? I said to myself. So, you know, it's interesting because he does bring a whole lot of truth and consciousness that is changing reality right now, with what we've been taught in society so far, in the spiritual realm. And yeah, there's more to come with those sort of wake ups in the world. So yeah, so yes, for spiritual downloads with the ringing in the ears, but you know, I would definitely research his stuff and check into that, like in myself. Like, it's like I want to get as healthy and clean as possible to see if the downloads go away and killing the virus in my body. Yeah, because it puts a whole other perspective on it. Because at the end of the day, spiritual downloads and, you know, hearing your angel talk and all, you know, that sort of thing is, it's still something outside of you. It's a bit like what I was just sharing before with my client this morning and talking about the masculine and feminine energies, and like, you know, it's like, oh, I need to be in my masculine, or I need to be in my feminine, or I need to, you know, do these things. And when we're doing that, we're giving power away to something outside of ourselves. Now you might be like, but Hannah, the masculine and feminine energy is something inside of ourselves. And I'm like, yeah, but you're still sort of split and disassociating from you and from yourself, and you're the most fucking powerful person on the planet. Not your angel, not your spirit guide, like you, not the masculine energy in you, not the feminine energy, you, right? And when you just like blast all of that away and you come back to you, your energy becomes impenetrable. That's the power we want in the world, yeah? Claire says, been wanting to buy one of his books forever, but still haven't done it. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because of that, like, you know, it is a whole new level of truth that comes into your reality. And, you know, as we know, people only wake up when they're ready. Yeah. All right, guys, I got to jump off and jump on my client call. So thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to book a one-on-one personal reading with me, a link is in the title of this live stream. You can also find it on my page as well. Kelly says, makes sense. It might just be what I need. I need to learn more about this detox. I do detox my body. I do need to. Will help me with healing. I just cleaned from hard drugs 2 years in. I'm fresh. Yeah, awesome. Well done. That's a big deal, right? So yeah, so find out, like, I love watching his stuff on Instagram. I mean, but he's on all platforms, on Facebook and everything. So yeah, but his stuff is amazing. And on Instagram, he shares a lot of, maybe he does it on other platforms too, but I just follow him there. So he shares a lot of like testimonies, like people who have healed themselves basically from stuff they've been told that they could never heal. So, you know, that's why he blows consciousness out of the water in that regard. So yeah. No, Reality Awareness does not send friend requests. So when I'm live, when I'm doing psychic readings, when I do Tuesday Tarot, scammers create a Facebook profile, they'll copy all of my photos over, they'll send you friend requests, they'll like, you know, comment on anything you comment to me, and they'll say, hey, I can do a reading for you, and like, you know, accept my friend request, and then like, you know, give me your card details and let me take all your money and scam you. Like, I can't do anything about it because they block me. So know that it's fine-tuning your intuition. Know that it's not me. Know that if something seems off, it is. I don't friend request you, unfortunately. Sorry guys, I do love you. But I don't friend request you. I won't be hounding you. If you want to book in a psychic reading with me, you know where my website is, realityawareness.com. You know where my Facebook page is. I'll have the link that will take you to my website, realityawareness.com, and you can book a psychic reading through there. If you're ever unsure, send me a private message and I'll verify it for you. But yeah, just don't get scammed. But know that it's fine-tuning your intuition. I see you guys real soon. Bye.